That's right, I have to investigate again tomorrow. Once I'm done looking things up, I should go to bed early. Dot, dot, dot. I hear the rumble of something heavy moving around as I'm half asleep. Is someone here? My brain is too sluggish for thought. I couldn't say how long I slept. I remember it being dawn, but... A loud noise makes me spring upright. Young eyes are staring at me. How did she get into my house? I'm so sorry. I woke you up. Suzu? What are you doing here? The room was messy, so I thought I'd clean it for you. Sorry I didn't ask permission first. That's not exactly what I meant. Oh, are you awake? Geez, are you a little too careless? Christy, you're here too? She shrugs and sighs dramatically, very nearly rolling her eyes at me. You left the front door unlocked. Were you out investigating until late? It's not good to sleep on the sofa. Hey man, if it's comfy. I guess I didn't have the energy to make it up to my bedroom last night. Was I that tired? Yeah, something like that. Take better care of yourself. Oh, do you want some coffee? No, I'm fine for now. More importantly, why are you here? Christy glances over at me and puffs. I'm dropping off reports from Mr. Detective. Mr. Detective? It must be research for Mashta's case. But who'd have thought Christy would listen to a request from Mashta? That man is the worst. The attitude he had when asking for a favor. If I didn't know you, I'd have flat out told him no. Guess she didn't agree because she wanted to. I understand, but why is Suzu here too? I told her about my visit and invited her. We exchanged numbers a while back. Yes, she certainly surprised me, suddenly asking to be friends. It's the first time I've been friends with an adult. Christy whispers to me. I mean, I can't help but be worried. I have to make sure that creepy otaku isn't doing anything weird to her. Oh man, poor guy. They go after children sometimes, oh please. So that's why. She was worried because Eita's so forward. No, more likely because Suzu is too innocent. But I'm a little relieved. You didn't seem very well when I was here before, so I've been worried. Did I seem that bad? I'm much better now. Thanks. Just say thanks. Yes, it seems you're fine now. I wish Eita could have come with us, but he's working at the factory today. It sounds like Eita's started working seriously. It's never too late to start something. I hope he tries hard. So moving on to the matter at hand. You heard how the owner of that hotel went missing, right? I have connections with the copy editor of that article, so I asked her. Sure enough, her expression clouds over. The hotel and rumors of its illegal services were juicy news for the media. They even knew that there was a mediator organization managing it. The reports looking into the flow of cash actually got some concrete proof. This telling of the story is fascinating because Christy used to be in the media herself. The things recorded in the guest books we found may have been connected. But before we talk more about it... Suzu, sorry, but would you mind doing more cleaning? I've been putting it off for a long time, so the second floor is a giant mess, too. Oh, okay, I can do that. I'll borrow your cleaning supplies, then. Suzu skips up the stairs. Christy seems to immediately catch on. Not exactly a topic for kids' ears, huh? I'm sorry, I didn't realize. No, it really is messy up there. Anyway, tell me more. Yes, so the media at the time should have been pursuing the heart of the matter, but it's like this case was hardly reported on. The media caught wind of the story, so the police should have been briefed on it as well. And yet what took place is masquerade is shrouded in darkness. It seems something's behind all this. Behind? How do you mean? I don't know if this is true or not, but they had a whole list of all of Masquerade's customers. Famous politicians and businessmen were on it. And that reporter who got the proof up and went missing. A number of freelancers on the case also went missing, apparently. That's horrible. Those are the only words I can find to describe it. You're telling me it's an outrage to silence those who are seeking the truth. It's bad, but it'd at least be a little better if it was the work of regular humans. The work of regular humans? What do you mean by that? Exactly what it sounds like. The truth is, I tell Christy about what happened yesterday, what we found in the hotel, and what happened to Hiro. The color drains from Christy's face until she's as white as a sheet. Suzu, we're leaving. With her sudden yell, Christy stands up and prepares to leave. What? What's wrong? Man, she doesn't want to deal with this stuff again. No one told me. What? No one said a single thing about spirits like that being involved. I'm sorry, but I can't do this. I'm never going to face a spirit again. And I'm not just thinking about me. I don't want Suzu going through that either. Thinking about it, it makes sense. No one has the right to drag Christy and Suzu into a case like this, especially me. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to get you involved. The research you've done is enough, so don't concern yourself about it anymore. Christy looks at me in stunned surprise. No, I should be the one apologizing. I owe you. You did everything you could to save us. But we... Is something the matter? Suzu re-enters the room, head tilted in confusion. I just remembered something I have to do, so we need to leave. Sorry. You can keep cleaning next time, okay? Okay, I understand. Suzu nods, though she looks suspicious. She's very perceptive. She has to have picked up the strained air between us. Well then, see you, Mr. Yoshiki. Right, thanks for coming all this way. You were a great help. I'm very grateful. Christy quickly bows to me, her expression inscrutable. Excuse us. I'll come again sometime, okay? Suzu puts her hands together and bows politely. Then she whispers in my ear so Christy can't overhear. I'm so sorry. I caught a little bit of what you were talking about earlier. So I contacted Eita. I'm sure he'll be helpful. Oh. To be honest, I can't imagine Eita being very useful, but Suzu has good intentions, so I nod. I mean, it's better than being by herself. Okay. Okay. I do my best to smile as I see them out of the mansion. I need to get ready soon and head out. New info was added to the spirit file. Christy's information. Or... Oh, okay. Christy's results are written in my notebook. I should look over them if I need to. Yeah, so I just head straight to my screen. I didn't know if I had to, like, sleep again or not. Just to show how much I'm paying attention. I didn't think it would go for 2 days straight, but it's sprinkling again tonight. Music may be a little loud. Okay. Well, I'll try that if that's a little too loud, or if that's a little too low, let me know if you can. So, oh, shit, I didn't read that. Ugh. Mother Nature is just taunting me. As the time comes to get the search started, 2 figures finally appear. Hey, right on time. Did you get any sleep? Diamond looks exhausted, probably as a result of everything that happened last night.
Hello!
I forgot that there was so much voice acting in this DLC. Howdy, it's my turn today. Do this, we shall. Banshee? Honestly, never expected Banshee Ito to come help, but he definitely has some spiritual powers. Yasuoka's judgment is on point. But more importantly, how is Hiro doing? She's stable, she's showing no adverse symptoms, but she hasn't regained consciousness, and she's exhausted a lot of energy. Even being optimistic, it isn't good. At this rate, her life could be in danger. Is that so? I was prepared for bad news, but the situation sounds exceedingly dire laid out like that. The problem is we don't know the cause. We suspect poison, but without knowing what kind, there's nothing we can do. What's worse is we can't find a puncture wound for the injection point. We can't give her serum? Isn't that normally what you give patients when there's poison? I don't know how we, like, assumed there was poison still. I mean, like, sure, maybe with spider webs we could assume spiders, but I don't know, it seems a bit of a stretch to just go straight to poison. Unless I missed something, because that is entirely possible as well. Diamond looks exasperated, or rather frustrated, as he shakes his head. So just try random antitoxins? Sure, if you want to kill her, go ahead. Even if we could get our hands on the poison, it'd take time to create the serum. We'd be too late. So there's nothing we can do. If we just had some kind of clue. I look up at the hotel, basked in a sea of neon. There isn't much hope, but we can't despair either. Oh, that's right, just so you know. Diamond looks over at me. There was no mark on Hito's body. I see. Which means that the nightmare isn't starting again. I sigh in relief, the frozen chunk of fear in my chest melting away. I did some investigating on that myself, actually. I went to the warehouse last night. And what did you find? Nothing had changed. That Polonia box was still sealed. Is that right? Well, that's good. That's the first good news I've heard in a while. Come on, you two. How long are you gonna stand around chit-chatting? Let's get going already. Right, sorry for making you wait. This is everyone for today, right? I hesitate for a second as Eita comes to mind, but this is all of us. Let's get started. Good, time to get a move on. He's so energetic that it's more worrying than reassuring. Why is Banshee this fired up? Maybe he thinks we'll get him some food or something at the end. Just an FYI, old man, this place may be abandoned, but stealing is a crime. An ex-detective gave us the request. If you do anything illegal... How dare you! I don't go around stealing things. I'm helping out of the goodness of my heart. Anyway, who cares about that? Let's get let's get searching. Sounds like Daimon hit the bullseye. Banshee rushes ahead into the hotel as if trying to get away. As troublesome as ever. Well, he's at least reliable at times like these. By the way, Yoshiki, may I ask you to do something for me? Anything for you, Daimon. No need to be so formal about it. If anything were to happen to me, please move Hito to another hospital at once. I've spoken to another doctor I know. Okay. Then if I start acting strangely, I'll leave myself in your hands, Daimon. Yes, of course. And what will we do if we're both done in? Well, we're screwed. Good question. Guess it'll be up to that grumpy detective. Right, let's have him take care of it. Come on, we can't let that guy wander alone. Just gonna shave again. Can't be too careful. Okay. Whoa, it's still all fancy in here. Banshee's cheerful voice hits us as soon as we step inside. Maybe I could make this my second home. Oh, what's this glass case about? Talking to himself, he starts rummaging around. I already warned you once, old man. We're not here to play. I don't think Banshee's listening. ... As Banshee putters around by himself, he reminds me of what happened to Hito yesterday. We should stick together as much as possible. It's dangerous to go alone. Yeah, you're right. Hey, old man, are you listening? I have ears! He hears us all right, but clearly won't listen. Good grief. So, Yoshiki, you searched up to the 3rd floor yesterday, which means we should look through the 4th floor and above today. Yeah, that's right, but if it'll let us. Is there a problem with that plan? When we went up the stairs to the 4th floor, we just ended up back on the 3rd again. I tell them about the mysterious phenomenon we encountered yesterday. Are you sure you weren't just confused? Hey man, we made sure we went up 10 floors and we were still on the 3rd. I think we know. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was real. Then we're in trouble. Is there no other way to get to the 4th floor? What are you Whoa. What are you talking about? There's a way right over there. Easy. Banshee unexpectedly butts in. What do you mean? That thing right there, see? Do you bumpkins not know what an elevator is? Daimon lets out an irritated groan. Old man, you know elevators need electricity to work, don't you? Do you think this hotel has any power? If there isn't any, then all you have to do is make it so that there is. There are devices that control electricity. I should know. I'm an expert. Hey man, if he just wants to take care of it, you know, let him have it. Oh really? Is that so? Daimon sighs. I think he's lost the will to argue. Guess I'll just have to find the device thing myself then. He heads off, and after I told him not to wander away from the others. I just ask you to not go off by yourself. Banshee, I'm begging you, stay. I don't get to finish my sentence. A splitting pain pierces my head, and I fall to my knees. Yoshiki, what's wrong? My head suddenly... Do you get chronic migraines? Do you have any medicine on you? No, I don't think that's it. My head is just throbbing. It's a spiritual headache. A pulsing headache? If you don't have any medicine, then icing it is best. I'll go buy something from the vending machine. Sit here until I come back. Don't try to stand. You could fall over. I sink to the floor, unable to even reply. Before long, Daimon returns with a cold bottle of water, but... Strangely enough, my headache completely vanished while he was gone. It's hard to believe that a pain that intense would disappear so easily, but it did. Daimon doesn't seem particularly surprised when I tell him. No, it's not that odd. After all, we haven't clarified what caused the headache in the first place. I'm sure it's just exhaustion. You didn't sleep much yesterday, did you? That's true. I can't exactly say I got much rest. When you're under continuous stress, it's possible to get sudden headaches. Once you get home, you should take a bath or something and relax. Okay, I'll try. All of that's common sense, but it carries weight coming from a doctor. By the way, Daimon looks around, puzzled. Where's old man Banshee? He's already run away. Uh-huh. I whip my head around searching, but Banshee's nowhere to be found. Jeez, already? I give up. We'll find him soon enough. Let's hope so. I'm quite worried. But there's nothing we can do. We'll let him do what he wants. As long as it's a proper investigation, the detective should have no complaints. Yeah, let's go. We gave him a mission to start up the powers, so he's just, he went off on his own to go do that. I should probably just look everything over again. It's an object with a metal cover. I think it's some kind of electrical device. That's probably what Banshee should be looking at. There are pictures of the guest room. Oh! I need to... I'm pretty sure there's nothing else in here. I need to lift up that mattress, I think, or something. Open the door to the staircase. Go up. And also I think we can use him to help us open the door to the elevator. Is it on the 2nd floor? Or the 3rd floor? It's the door to the elevators. Try pulling on the elevator door. I move slightly if I put all my weight into it. Oh, it must be this one. It's impossible to open it alone, but if I had some help, I might be able to force it open. Want to give it a try? Lend me a hand. Alright, I'll show you what I'm capable of now that I've gotten healthier. Banshee would probably still be better. I mean, hey, he's got like super strong legs and stuff. I'm sure his arms are like the same or something. On my count. 1, 2, her. We muster all our strength and try 2 or 3 times to force the doors open. Then... Whoa! There's the sound of something snapping and the doors suddenly slide open. Yay! Did we break it? Mayhaps? Maybe it's probably still okay. But now we can search inside the elevator. Let's go on in. Okay. Manually opening the door with my hands and stepping in feels really weird. Daimon conscientiously closes the door once he comes inside. Doesn't leaving an elevator door open concern you? Yes. True. I think it was just habit that I didn't think about it. Still, are those spider webs on the ceiling? There's spider webs everywhere! Yeah, looks like it. An enclosed area such as this would be a good place to spin a web. Now then, where should we check first? There are cables coming out of the hole in the top. Looks like a light used to be here, but it was taken down for whatever reason. It lists room numbers from the 1st to the 6th. So the VIP room is on the 6th floor. It's the only one with a different color. Oh, same thing? Oh, touching it coats my fingers with dust. The 6th floor is in a different color, so there could be a special room there. I could use a tool on it. What tools do I have? 'Cause it's been a week, I don't remember. Oh, that's right. Alright. Hello, madam. Ew. Grody noises. Okay. It has buttons for the 1st floor to the 5th. Going by how it looks from the outside, it doesn't seem to be broken. Wait, is it just me or is something off? It is indeed odd. The buttons only go up to the 5th floor. And yet... I mean, isn't it, like, pretty common that there's special floors at the top of, like, places and you can only get there by key or something like that? Or they don't necessarily have to have a button, right? I don't know. The floor guide says there's a 6th floor. That is quite concerning. Maybe you can only get to the 6th floor by using the stairs? I don't think so. It says the 6th floor has the deluxe suite. I've never heard of a VIP room that you can only get to using the stairs. That's a good point. They wouldn't make their guests of honor use the stairs. But then, what does this discrepancy mean? I suddenly remember how Banshee was fixated on the elevator. Like he somehow knew it held a secret all along. I don't know, man. I think that's just a coincidence. In the end, we'll just have to try to get it moving. Huh? Get what moving? This elevator, like what Banshee was saying. That or we just, like, get out, like, on the roof and just climb that way. We'll be at a higher risk of dying, but, you know. It's an option. ... Daimon stares at me, his face a mask of utter disbelief. You know, Banshee has mysterious powers. Maybe we just need to bet on them. Though his idea has a huge hole in it. The problem is how we go about getting it to move. I don't have the slightest idea. I see now. Thought he was going to get irritated with me, but Daimon thinks about something for a while. Then he slowly starts talking. Yoshiki, to be honest, I've been giving it a lot of thought since then. A lot of thought to what? Why we survived. Or more, why the spirits were vanquished. I've been considering the reason. It's surprising to hear him talk about that. He speaks as if recounting something painful. No shit. The reason why, it's clear that nothing physical was behind it. I get the feeling they were vanquished for a more meaningful reason. Otherwise, that soldier wouldn't have crumbled just from one hit with the chisel. Which leads me to one answer. The fights we experienced with the spirits weren't actual fights. More rituals with certain conventions. Rituals? Yes, just like religious ceremonies, rituals that are presented to the spirits. A ritual is a reenactment of something. Obviously, it doesn't actually take place. But maybe going through the motions satisfies those on the other side. Then one's purpose is accomplished. In our case, the spirits were vanquished. Then the marks disappeared. It's all conceptual, but it's a convincing argument, especially for those with personal experience. For example, we vanquished Hanahiko with lipstick and a hand mirror. But we were essentially reenacting his memories of his mother. And if you define a ritual as a reenactment, then that'd mean our fights were rituals. I understand that, but... How does that relate to now? What about the elevator? Does this require a ritual too? We gotta pretend that it's actually working. That was my point. We must fix the elevator, that much is clear, but perhaps we only need a ritual. In other words, go through the motions. So he's saying we need to perform some kind of ritual to get the elevator moving. It's almost like playing house. This isn't playtime, rituals are serious. No adult would get excited over a groundbreaking ceremony. Ah, true. If this is the work of a being caught up in some delusion, like the spirits, a ritual might make something happen. The investigation was entrusted to you, therefore I leave the decision to you. New info was added to the spirit file. Repairing ritual? Question mark? I mean, we still need power, but I thought he was insinuating, oh yeah, just press the buttons and pretend the elevator works and it'll actually work. Okay, let's see. Okay, I think we looked at it. No, we didn't look at everything. We need that. Appear into the keyhole. Why would you look? Oh, that's the elevator's fire switch. If you stick the key in and turn it, it activates the elevator even in emergencies. Emergencies? What kind? I don't really recall. I think it can make the elevator move without closing the doors. Like in a fire, or if the doors are broken. According to Daimon, normal elevators stop moving if their doors are broken, but supposing you needed to use it during an emergency, you need the key. Oh, and also like earthquakes and stuff. This seems like a good time to use that. We did force the doors open after all. If we broke them while doing that, we might need to use the fire switch. Still, you're pretty well informed. I learned that during a disaster drill when I worked at a larger hospital. We were lectured to prepare us for anything that might happen. So that's why he knows so much. Do you have a key you think we can use? You should try it. I do not think I... The spoon? I take out the spoon. What should I do with it? I can't think of a way to use it. Do I need to feel it? I touched the keyhole. Seems like when it's turned, it will switch something. Insightful. Okay, I think that's all for here. I'm just gonna save again. I don't know why. I feel like I need to save. Okay. Okay, I think this room is the one with the mattress thing. Do I? Because I need to get the thingy under the bed. Tripling on it, but it doesn't budge. I'll have to lift the bed up a little more if I want to get it out. Daimon, I need your help. What do you think? Can you lift this? Well, I can at least hold it up. I'll just have to give it a try. Make sure you don't hurt your back. 1, 2, 3. We both lift the bed up together. I managed to drag the object out with my foot. I've got it. We can put it down now. Huh, worked up a sweat. So, what did you find? Got a contraceptive. ... Strange, it hasn't been found until now. Well, at least it hasn't been used. Okay, I think I barely remember what that's for. The trash can has a giant crack in it. It probably happened when it was knocked over. I don't think there was anything else I could pick up if it's the same as last time. I'm gonna go up to the 3rd floor, just to... Maybe we'll happen upon Banshee or something. When we return to the 3rd floor... this is interesting. Banshee is there. He's appreciating a painting on the wall and mumbling something. Oh, I think he's talking about the painting ritual I was talking about before. I was getting a little ahead of myself. What's so interesting about that painting? What are you doing? You aren't planning on stealing that, are you? Ha, even I can tell this painting ain't worth a dime. I was just giving it a good look-see. These paintings seem to have a specific order to view them. See you, I'm gonna go look somewhere else. Oh, see you. Banshee disappears toward the stairs. Bye. It's an object with an iron cover. I think it's some kind of electrical device. Okay. I didn't realize I could look at this the first time I played, and so I, like, got lost for a while. I don't know if I have what I need, though. Open the cover and peek inside. I don't know the actual name for it, but I find a device that looks like a circuit board. And of course, it's broken. We'll have to fix this if we want to get the elevator moving. Just like the old man said, it normally doesn't move without electricity. Of course, we don't have to actually fix it, as long as we can get it moving. We'll only be performing a repairing ritual. That's all we can do. By the way, Yoshiki, Daimon's face pales further as he groans. This stuff hanging everywhere? I think it's human hair. Sweat drips down my back. It certainly does look that way. Well, we can only ignore it for now. Yeah, good idea. Trying to put it from my mind, I reach out to the circuit board. Just then, I notice something weird. What's that noise? When I hold my head close to the circuit board, I hear faint buzzing. It's coming from the circuit board. Something might be vibrating inside it. That's often the case with electrical devices. You're right, it's vibrating. Touching the case with my fingers, I can feel the vibration. He was right, the board is vibrating. So that must be why. Daimon nods to himself. There aren't any spider webs here. What do you mean? Nothing I'd expected this place to be covered with spider webs like the elevator. It was strange to see it wasn't. It's probably because of this noise. Spiders hate small vibrations like this. I don't know if you guys can actually hear it or not. I don't put it like that. I don't know, because I feel like some things are too loud, some things are too low. I don't know. Since switching computers, I'm like, I have no frame of reference for what anything sounds like. Oh, I probably should have done a test, huh? I didn't even think about that before. Oh well. I've heard that's why they don't spin webs by motors or things like that. Huh. It's not really relevant. Now, what should we do about this? If it was relevant enough to bring it up. New info was added to the spirit file, circuit breaker. I guess I should probably look at it. I tried pressing the switch, but it's broken, so I can't get it to stay. If I had something like a rubber band, I might be able to keep it in place. Ha 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 ha. Also, like a rubber band, take out the contraceptive. This isn't its original purpose, but it's still rubber. If I stretch it, it should work like a rubber band. I stretch the contraceptive with both hands and hook it on the switch. It takes more strength than I expected. I managed to connect the ends and fix the switch in place. Huh, you're pretty imaginative. Use the contraceptive to repair the circuit breaker. Nice. Okay, I guess Ben should just... Oh, I think... Yeah, I need to mess with this one now. Okay. Yeah, I use the spoon here, I think. It's a damaged circuit breaker. Feel. Try to move this... Wow. I tried them... I don't even... It was something about moving the switch. I clicked too fast. There doesn't seem to be anything wrong with it. Oh, tool. Spoon. I take out the spoon and place it on the bar. Metal conducts electricity, right? Yes. I see, so electricity will be able to pass through that. Yeah, I'm not sure it'll actually work, though. Might be enough for what we're trying to accomplish right now. I force the spoon behind the copper bar, and it sticks in place rather nicely. I use the spoon to repair the circuit breaker. Do I try the elevator yet? I'll look at it. So, yeah, it's not on this floor. I know. I don't know if I can, like, oh, okay. Yeah. I gotta try everything, you know? I don't know where to get the key. I'm just gonna look at the door. Door leading into the bathroom, but it won't open, so it must be broken. Emergency keyring? I take out the emergency. I think I can use the emergency keyring in the elevator. Well, oh well, okay. I'm gonna see if any of the keys fit, but none of them seem to work. Oh my. I'm gonna use the credit card. I think I did that last time, but it didn't do anything. I just want to check. I take out the credit card, but what should I do with it? Yeah, I can't think of a way to use it. 'Cause it's not like it's locked. It's just jammed. Okay, I'm gonna get in the elevator now. But if the emergency keyring doesn't have anything, doesn't have what I need, then I'll try the painting puzzle, I guess. 'Cause that's the only other thing I can think of right now. I took out the emergency keyring out of my bag and checked the keys on it. I find a small key that has the word fire engraved on it. I stick it in the fire switch. I slowly turn it to the on position, but I can't turn it. It doesn't seem lubricated enough. Oh. If I try to force it, it might break. I think that's the right key, but you might need to put some oil on it. Where am I gonna get that? Ugh. I guess the mini massager didn't come with any lube. That's a rip. Oh my goodness, my controller keeps disconnecting! Ah! Okay. Okay. Okay! I was literally in here observing this fucking door, but if I put my hand on the door and try to pull it, it doesn't move at all. Ah! Sometimes you have to click on just the right thing. I looked at it and I tried to tool on it, but I just didn't feel it with my hands. Ah! I see. Try opening it while pushing from another direction. Which direction is that? One not involved with it opening or closing, so from the side. Try pulling on the frame again, and I'll try out my idea. I pull on again as I'm told. Dumbo puts his hand on the side of the knob and leans his weight toward the hinge. Then, golly, he's so smart. The door, which had stubbornly refused to open, now abruptly pops open. Wow, it actually opened. Just a little life wisdom. I live in an old traditional house, so I deal with my fair share of troublesome doors. Makes sense, you never know what's going to come in handy. There might be something inside. After all, this guest room seems different. Yeah, we should be careful. Oh, isn't Daimon such a sweetheart? Open the door to the bathroom. Are those hands? Those look like hands inside those bottles. I don't know. Like fingies. I think it's just the pattern. There's a shelf stuck to the wall. Feel it with my hands! I check through the bottles on the shelf. I find a tube that still has something left inside. Maybe toothpaste. Oh, Yashiki. I look at the label. Got Vaseline. White petroleum, huh? It's used as lubricant and moisturizers. Huh, might come in handy. There are dark red stains by the sick drain. It seems to be dried blood. Someone must have lost a lot of blood going by how much is on the floor. What the hell happened here? I don't know. Maybe a really fun time or a really, really bad time. Toilet's sectioned off with a glass door. I go inside and flush the— yeah, that's just gonna be like my first instinct, is just flush the toilet in an abandoned building. Yeah, just go for it. The toilet lets out a horrible coughing noise and spits up some black water. When I look up, I notice something stuck on the side of the tank. Ew. Found a worn-out talisman. Okay, nasty. When I pick up the worn-out talisman, I feel warmth flow through me. I got soul power. And it crumbles away silently, leaving a nasty residue. Oh, look at those hands. Rude! Oh, and then of course my model just decides to also There's a bathroom sectioned off with glass. It looks like it has a rather extravagant tub. There's like ghosties in there. I'm just gonna step inside, don't mind me. Step inside and dig around in the bathtub. Hmm? I immediately notice a large object that looks like a small log. What's this? I stare at it until I realize what it is. Got wooden horse head. Daimon seems shocked. It might be a little late to be saying this, but you really are impressive, Yoshiki. I just opened a door. What? Is it because I know what it is? What's so surprising? Daimon, please tell me. Oh, I need to save. It seems like a smart idea. So, do I just use the key and then he'll automatically put it on? I took out the emergency key out of my bag and checked the keys on it. I find a small key that has the word fire engraved on it. I stick it in the fire switch. Oh, okay, maybe I need to look at the Vaseline first. I slowly turn it to the on position. But I can't turn it. Doesn't seem lubricated enough. If I try to force it, it might break. I think that's the right key, but you might need to put some oil on it. Do I just use the Vaseline first? I smear the oh, okay. I smear the Vaseline around the keyhole. It's nothing more than a replacement for oil, but it might help the key slide better. Controller! Okay, I really need to get another cord. I keep saying that, but I never do. Yeah. Now I can use the key ring. I take the emergency key ring out of my bag and check the keys on it. Ah, my controller. Okay. I find a small key that has the word fire engraved on it. Okay, yes, I've read this multiple times. Oh no, don't tell me my phone's gonna die. Shit. It's plugged in, I don't know. Maybe it's using more power than it is charging? I don't know. This has never happened before. But it just alerted me 20% battery left. And I'm like, that shouldn't be happening. I guess we'll see. Something clicks. Then... Whoa! Power of magic. My controller, stop! Okay. The elevator automatically moves to the first floor. Daimon groans as he wipes sweat off his face. I can't believe it. It actually moved. Wait a second. The one who suggested we do a ritual. I suppose so. Still, I'm shocked. But now, finally, yeah, we might be able to go above the third floor. Exactly. I wonder what we'll find. It's floor number 4. Yeah, ha ha ha. The elevator is stopped at the 4th floor. Looks like we managed to make it up here. Yeah, let's go. Okay, I'm gonna save. I don't feel safe. I don't feel safe! My phone! Stop with the 20% battery! It's like it's stuck. Because every time it pops up, it makes my model stop moving. Ah! Okay. Okay. Gloomy hallway stretches out ahead of us. It doesn't look all that different from the lower floors. There she is. This is a tiny hallway. It's her. A red raincoat appears in the darkness. Just a raincoat, like a floating raincoat. There's no body attached to it, you know, just... My grip on the flashlight becomes sweaty. That's... Daimon takes a step back. It's just a ghost. Sir, other people are unnecessary. You're the only one I want to see, sir. I don't like gross or scary things. She's calling me sir again. Oh no. She seems like she'll listen to what I have to say. I should try asking her something this time. Anything, really. I just need a clue. Anything that can help save Hiro, who's suffering in pain at this very moment. Okay. Mind made up. I take a deep breath, but... Ugh. Daimon stumbles over something and falls. Daimon, why are you moving? Stop. Hey, are you okay? Sorry, nothing's... Huh? Daimon falls silent as he tries to stand. I look over at him and immediately see it. The thing Daimon stumbled over is... Ah! Poor Banshee! Ah! Daimon instinctively scrambles back. Oh, what is this? Something that looks like a giant cocoon is sticking to the floor. I can see a scarf and hat tangled in a glittering thread. Familiar? No, can't be. Banshee? Old man, you're kidding. Banshee, can you hear me? Please say something. And the ghost is just standing there like, yes. Observe your friend. Yes, this is my hat to work. What do you think? Banshee, can you hear me? Please say something. They gave him voice acting for that. I hear a muffled voice from the cocoon. He's alive! Thank God! I don't like spiders. Spiders? I quickly move to shoo them away, but I see a red figure out of the corner of my eye. She party. Ella. Diamond's so bad he's unintelligible. But I know what he's trying to say. Escaping the elevator is our only choice. Go! We're just gonna leave Banshee behind. Bye, Banshee. Together we rip Banshee up off the floor, okay? Carrying him like a log, we stumble to the elevator. We fall into the elevator and I repeatedly slam the button for the first floor. Banshee, can you hear me? Hey, say something! Daimon tries to give Banshee medical treatment. Damn it, he's no longer responding! His body's going rigid! As Daimon focuses on helping Banshee, I see something black squirming by his shoulder. Daimon? Huh? Ah! Blake. And suddenly the entire elevator is filled with wriggling shadows. See, I laugh, but I would be screaming as well. They come in one after another. Oh. Make shit. Ah! Shit. I bet nobody knew that way not to wreck. Oh, the spider's visible stopped moving for a moment. I thought I fucked up. They're still coming. We need something stronger. Oh, they don't like vibrating. Take the massager out of my back. Press it against the wall. Oh, the wall. I thought we were just gonna like put it on Daimon's shoulder. But I guess they're everywhere, so I guess it makes more sense to put it on the wall. A growling vibration runs through the walls. The spiders suddenly start acting strangely. Yay! The creatures vanish instantly, as if they'd only been a mirage. What's going on? Yeah, I was desperate, but I can't believe that thing had a big enough vibration to scare them. As I'm puzzling out why. Something signs into the elevator door hard. Hurry up and get the elevator going! Right, I need to hit a button. But then I realize I already pushed the button a ton of times! Press the button for the first floor again. It only clicks. This metal box is stranding us. Why isn't it moving? Gross. Whoa. Ah, it's her! Hurry! It's obvious who she is. Move! Pretty silently as I jam the button. try any other floor. Oh, okay. It's like, why do we... hey, we tried the 5th floor, eh? We stumble out of the elevator without checking to see where we've stopped. Oh, we're probably, yeah, not... Oh, we are on the 1st floor. Okay. We're in the 1st floor lobby. Did we escape? Yeah. For whatever reason, the elevator decided to move at the very last second. I doubt my praying actually worked, but I'm not sure what happened. I think we're safe. I breathe a sigh of relief, and a figure appears in the gloom. Eita! Why were you guys in there? We were using it to move around floors? It's not that weird, right? Eita? We're both covered in sweat. Did something happen? Of course something. Wait, Eita, did you call the elevator down here? What? Yeah, I mean, it looked like it worked, so did I do something wrong? Pure Eita. Eita held himself back timidly. It sounds like he thinks I'm mad at him. You just saved our lives. Plural. Damon silently steps up to him. And suddenly gives him a hug. Thank you, Eita. Well done. If you hadn't been here, we would have... True, you couldn't ask for better timing. Can't be more grateful than Suzu contacted Eita. What's most important right now? Oh, that's right. He needs emergency treatment. Come, help me with him, Eita. Okay. Completely clueless, Eita helps us drag the white lump out of the elevator. Oh, what is this creepy thing? Our friend. I hesitate for a moment before I reply, but he should know. Or, he should know. Banshee Ito, the old man from the underground shelter. What? Whoa, idiot, don't drop him. Owie. Banshee's out of it, okay? Like, he can't even feel anything, it's fine. I don't get back to Kujo Mansion until almost midnight. It's not that bad. My exhausted body groans in pain as I collapse onto the sofa. My head feels heavy, like it's in a fog. To top it off, things are worse than yesterday now. But we're one step closer to the truth, I think. Banshee was sent to Diamond's hospital and immediately admitted. He's no longer conscious, and untrained eyes would say he's just sleeping, but he's actually fallen into a deep coma. His condition is very serious. To be honest, I wanted to go along and do something to help, but what can I do? Daimon chased me out of the hospital. He said I'm overworked and sleep deprived. Very true. Eita stayed behind at least. Not that he's replacing me, but it's good he's there. Moral support, you know? I'm frustrated with myself for thinking he'd be useless. Once everything is over, I definitely need to thank Suzu. I mean, hey, even if it's just as a meat shield, physical bodies, I feel would always be helpful. And then plus the brains that go with them, you know? Like, 5 brains is better than 2, you know? First, Hiro and now Banshee. At this rate, even if I keep investigating, if I don't find any clues, thinking about it makes my stomach hurt. ... Those 2 might never recover, and that's just assuming their conditions stabilize. If they get worse, something even more terrible could happen. Think positive. I put my head in my hands and sigh. The red raincoat flashes in the darkness. What should I do? How do I... have to keep investigating tomorrow. Once I finish looking through these documents, I should head straight to bed. What documents? I'm gonna save. Yeah, I don't think there's anything to look through, so I'm gonna go take a nap. Nappy time. Rest for today. I have to go investigate again tomorrow. I need to go to bed early and rest. We should have taken a bath, just like Daimon ordered, you know, doctor's orders and all, you know. Early morning, and I get the worst wake-up call ever. A severe pain threatens to split my head. A mysterious headache from yesterday is back with a vengeance. I meant to go to Daimon's hospital to see Hiro and Banshee while it was light out. But it's pitch black outside. What do you mean it's early? Oh, I guess it's early morning, so, you know, I guess that makes sense. Ugh. Spots flash before my eyes. I can't even sit up. Pull the sheets up and wait for it to pass. Owie, man. Headaches are, like, the worst. I don't know. Migraines and shit? Ugh. I'm only just able to move by the time the sun is setting. Damn! Like, 15 hours or so? Shit, man. Ugh. Like, knock me out with a bat or something, bro. Thunder rumbles in the distance. Sounds like rain again. Great. I press my fingers to my temple to check. The whirlwind of pain has once again disappeared without a trace. I sigh. Masha calls as I'm making coffee in the kitchen. He says he'll come along for tonight's investigation. He must have finally wrapped up his other cases. He mentioned that he dropped by the hospital in between cases to see Hiro and Banshee. Seems they went berserk when they awoke and are now restrained. They refuse to eat. Oh no. Relying on IVs won't work forever. I didn't expect the report to be good, but this is a critical point in the case. Before he hangs up, Mashita utters a warning. Then this is the 11th hour. Mashita doesn't offer a reply. The red lights outside the rain-soaked window are hazy like a wilting flower. It's time to head out. Is this the final night? I don't know. Mayhaps. I guess I'm by myself. I'm just gonna... I know I just saved, but can't be too careful. I park the car in the parking lot, as always, and walk over to the street in the rain. I pass down the familiar road to the hotel. You're late. What were you doing? I was getting my beauty sleep. Shit. A man in a trench coat cuts an imposing figure on the wet street corner, glittering in lights. You know damn well time is of the essence right now. Daimon's prepared for the worst, too. He's made arrangements to transfer them. Transfer them? Oh. They must be in pretty bad condition, then. And I didn't mention this over the phone, but I met someone at Daimon's hospital. I ran into Sho Nagashima. Sho? What was he doing there? Some of his gang hangs out here. Oh, out here. I thought it said there. I was like, why is this gang hanging out at the hospital? Some of his gang. Oh, yeah. Guess we're a hot topic with them. They've seen people in and out of the hotel. Nagashima heard about it and figured they were talking about you. He contacted the fortune teller and, well... So now Sho knows about the case, too. Why didn't she just keep it quiet? That old lady hands out business cards to anyone and everyone. It's real pain. So, did you talk to Sho? Why would I? He cornered me, asking for info on the case, but I drove him off. I suddenly feel uneasy. You didn't say anything unnecessary, did you? Of course not. I just said to stay out of grown-up matters. That is something unnecessary. For just a moment, my vision tunnels and a blood vessel in my head throbs. Something wrong? No, I'm fine. I'm sure he doesn't want Sho involved either. But he really should have considered his words more carefully, yeah. He's gonna, like, follow us here. I hear footsteps coming up behind me. It can't be. Sho? I raised my head with a sudden sense of dread. Oh. But it's only Moe Watanabe. Thank goodness you're here after all. Good thing I came straight here. I got the results you asked me for. I look at her blankly for a moment. But then I remember I asked her to use her connections to investigate the rumors. Right, thanks. There's no time. Give us the short version. Oh, okay. Then I'll only cover the really important parts. Heard something amazing from someone who was there at the time. What, like a hotel employee? No, not like that. Jeez. When I say someone who's there, I obviously mean one of the high school girls who's up to no good. I'm sorry, I keep, like, getting distracted. I'm sorry. Ah! You talked to one? This is legit, right? Even Mashta's interested. Only the people who use Masquerade really know what happened here. Hearing from someone involved is best. Yeah, her name's Ako. The editorial department helped me track her down. She went to a nearby high school and did this part-time job, apparently. What's really important is what Ako said about her classmate Esko. Or Ako, I guess. Ako and Esko, I guess. Moe pulls a voice recorder from her bag and hits the play button. Yeah, a friend introduced me to a part-time job. It was whimsical. I mean, I just did it on a whim. Yeah, so we're supposed to meet at that hotel, Masquerade. And there's a system there where someone introduces us to customers. Get a lot of money from it, so everyone was dying to get hired. But one day, there was like, an incident? Someone at school found out about the job. Some goody two-shoes class rep, Esko, said she was gonna tell her teacher, Enmura. Everyone freaked and apologized to her, saying they'd stop. She wouldn't listen. If her parents found out, it'd be the worst thing ever. We begged, but she didn't budge. I mean, it's like pretty serious, like, kind of stuff. I mean, I don't know, like... In the end, she left class saying she was going to go to the police with Enmura. We were totally freaking out, so I went to the hotel that night. I mean, at that point, there was no harm in going, you know? But then, she was there. Esko was standing in front of Masquerade in the drizzling rain, in a red raincoat. She'd said she was going to the police, so who knows why she was at the hotel. But it made us all jumpy and on edge every day after that. Except nothing ever happened. Soon after that, Masquerade shut down. I guess they uncovered something. Huh? The job? Yeah, I completely quit after that. Haha. That's Ako's testimony. Just the important parts, though. Moe got a fascinating first-hand account. Rumors of Red Riding Hood and what was written in the guest books we found in the hotel. All the pieces are in that girl's confession. So what ended up happening to Esko? I don't know exactly, but apparently she stopped coming to school. According to Ako, she just suddenly stopped showing up. Mashita snorts. It's too perfect. She was probably just being overly dramatic. Especially that part about the red raincoat. Most people use an umbrella when it's raining. That's true. Mashita's right. It's possible that the raincoat was a sign for whoever she was waiting for, but hardly anyone comes down the street. It doesn't really fit. Is that all you have to tell us? Then hurry up and go home. So I really can't come with you? I worked really hard, you know. Apparently Moe really wants to come along. I do feel bad. She worked and got us that info just so she could investigate with us. But... sorry, but you shouldn't be here. There have already been 2 victims. We can't get you wrapped up in this too. Oh, okay. I understand. Moe nods. I guess she's already over it. You better tell me all about it later. Be careful. She sounds worried about me. She disappears around the street corner. A siren echoes on the wind, an unnatural howl in the distance. I look up at Masquerade looming before us. What in the hell happened inside that hunk of concrete? There's always a tragic cause to the birth of a spirit. Red Riding Hood must be the same. But I can't watch my friends die. I slowly step forward, trying to escape from the unease that's threatening to engulf me. It's not right for the dead to meddle with the living. Mashita mutters beside me. Is that a personal creed? Nah, just what I think. Mashita clicks his tongue. New info was added to the spirit file. Ako's testimony. I've noticed through like this entire playthrough, I'll be giving like one person a voice, and then like when somebody else starts speaking, I'll still be using like the previous person's voice. Not that I change my voice like very, very much when I do them, but sometimes it makes even me confused because I'm like, wasn't this other person speaking, not this new person? I am very good at confusing myself. Okay. Time to go investigate the 4th floor. Hey. As I step into the lobby, Mashta stops in front of me. What's wrong? What a fantastic job you've done here. Huh? What are you talking about? Look. There's spidey webs everywhere. What? The lobby looks completely different. The room is covered in white. No, it wasn't like this yesterday. Thought so. These are webs? Ashta touches one of the floating threads. Looks like she's up to the ante. Bring it. Time to make our appointment with our lady friend. Just then... was the elevator coming down? The groan of the elevator moving echoes. She is calling upon us. Did the elevator just come back to the 1st floor? That mean someone's already here? Did you see which floor it came from? No, I wasn't looking. Though I feel like it took a while between when I heard the noise and its arrival. I'm betting it's one of the upper floors, maybe the 4th or 5th. Yesterday, we got the elevator working and managed to get to the 4th floor. Because of what happened to Banshee, we weren't able to investigate any higher. Okay, let's start on the 4th floor. Fourth floor. Oh, you can see my stupid little cursor. I'm gonna move it behind my model. Normally it disappears. I don't know why it's still there. Yeah, I'm gonna save. Just in case. Can never be too careful. Save more, cry less. Okay. Another painting. Masquerade Wife. It's a picture of a masked girl running down a trail. Oh yeah, this is, yeah, because there's more paintings to the whole puzzle thingy, and I was like, I am confused. I do not know. Opened the door to the guest room and walked inside. It's a chest with a vase on top. I pull open the drawer and find a notebook. Got guest book 401. What's that? A guest book provided by the hotel. Guests write about their experiences in it. I glanced through the pages. This guest book's entries are clearly different from all the other ones. It covers a number of horrifying topics such as devil worship and different kinds of torture. Every page is crammed with stuff like that. It's impossible to tell which ones are delusions and which ones actually took place. The only thing I can say for sure is that it's surging with a twisted, single-minded appetite. I silently hand over the guest book. Mashta skims through it and then smirks. Huh, that's quite the hobby. The handwriting differs by page. This was written by several guests. I find that hard to believe. I sincerely doubt there are so many people in the world who have such a unique hobby. They're like moths drawn to a flame. You wouldn't even know to look at them. The pieces are finally coming together. It seems this hotel offered a special service for its perverted guests. You mean the kind of stuff written in that guest book? Yeah, the kids working that part-time job were probably part of it too. Guaranteed their safety and complete confidentiality, of course. After all, the one who sold his soul was probably most nervous about that. Still, these people have quite the imagination. Mashta mutters sarcastically as he casually leafs through the pages. Then he stops. Hey, this phrase, do you know what it means? The phrase Mashta is pointing to is Jorogumo's punishment. Jorogumo, huh? It's a spider monster from Japanese folklore that can shapeshift into a beautiful woman. Ah, so you know about it? Thanks so much for the so you do know about it. Thanks so much for the info dump. I ignore the hint of sarcasm in his voice and read the rest of the page. Jorogumo's punishment is a recreation of a certain urban legend. You capture the largest spider you can find, a wild one would be best, sharpen the sacrifice's senses with drugs, and use a mouth speculum to keep their mouth open. Gross. Then throw the spider into their mouth. If they manage to swallow it, they're innocent. If they don't, or the spider escapes, they're guilty. This sounds like Salem witch trial nonsense. If she drowns, she's a witch. If she floats, then she's not a witch. But they all drowned or something like that. I don't know, something like that, where it's like they're always gonna come out a witch in the end. But it's a witch trial. It's a witch trial meant to judge truth from lie. If I get a sacrifice that needs punishing, I'd like to try it out immediately. It can't be that what's written here was actually... Did someone actually do this? We're dealing with a very vengeful ghost. I'm gonna say yes. Who knows? Hey, calm down. Take a deep breath. Yeah, it's okay. I'm calm. I can just hear my heart beat in my ears, that's all. I doubt Mashta believes me. It's obvious that I'm totally rattled. Don't forget your Shiki. We can't die here. Of course, I know that. I try to keep my reply as steady as possible. But my hands keep shaking as I put the guest book in my bag. Ew, grody, yucky, nasty, icky, grody, nasty. There's a Venetian mask on the wall. Feel. I pick the mask up and find a talisman on the wall underneath. Found a worn-out talisman. When I pick up the worn-out talisman, I feel warmth flow through me. Got soul power. The worn-out talisman crinkles silently in my hand. A large air conditioning unit attached to the ceiling. It's stained, but would likely work with electricity. Did that say... Did that likely... Was it missing an eye? Wait. Attached to the ceiling, it's stained, but would... Luckily... What is that? What is that? There's so many spelling errors. Okay, let's... Okay. I check behind the wire door. There's a folding table and chairs stored away. They're too big to carry around. Open the door to the bathroom. Another mirror. Some kind of slime is stuck to the mirror, so my reflection is hard to see. Another icky trash can. I turn it upside down and shake it. A wad of paper falls out. Found a worn-out talisman. Yeah, ha 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 ha. Soul power. I need all that soul power that I can get to face this ghost. There are brand new spider webs. Was this web built last night? Okay, now even perfectly normal spider webs are starting to look eerie. We're just gonna stay away from bees forever. We're gonna stay away from spiders forever. We're gonna stay away from roses, and that's all I can think of for right now. From the other ghosts. Okay, I guess that's all for this room. Open the door. Da-da-da-da. Walked in. Da-da. Oh! Hello, who is these? I hear a faint laugh. I don't hear anything more coming from it. Well, excuse me. It feels like the mask is staring at me. I take it down to examine it, but it's just a mask. Feels like it's... It still feels like it's staring at me, though. Hey man, anything in this place is gonna seem creepy. Is there nothing inside the trash can? Dang. Open the door to the bathroom. It's a horribly stained sink. My brain just like combined all of the words, and my brain just read, this is a something about stinky or stanky sink or something like that. I'm like, it sure is. I really don't want to do this, but I still need to check it out. I shut my eyes and stick my fingers down the drain. I think I'd want to be looking, though, to be honest, just in case if any, like, bugs crawled out or... I don't know. I touched something hard. Something cylindrical stuck down there. Sadly, my fingers don't seem to be able to reach it. Something in there? It's often a prime location to hide incriminating objects. It's likely an important piece of evidence. We should get it. I don't think I have what I need. Credit card? I take out the credit card, but what should I do with it? So I guess we should investigate the rest and then come back. There's dark red water in the bathtub. My nose rebels at the stench of iron. And there's just freaking blood everywhere. Shit. Well, I guess we'll check out the 5th floor? Save. I am paranoid! Oh. The door to room 502 is locked. The keyhole doesn't look rusted over. I could open it if I had a key. Can I not use this? Take out the emergency key ring out of my bag and check to see if any of the keys fit. None of them seem to work. I would think like an emergency key ring would have like master keys on it too, you know, like just in case. Open the door and check the switchboard, but nothing looks broken at first glance. Oh. My brain just died for a second, and I thought it would be a good idea to check that again. No, I wanted to look at the painting. Hey, shine the light inside. Uh-oh, Spaghetti-O. Body has finally turned up. Let's check it out. Right. Where? Excuse me? Ghost? Okay, I'm gonna look everywhere but the dead body. Don't mind me. There's a decorative coffin. Open the lid of the coffin. I find a book among the junk inside. Got Monster Encyclopedia. It's a book about different monsters from around Japan and their associated legends. Mashita flips through the book. Huh, so the spider monster originally killed people by drowning them in water. Yeah, that sounds right. I remember reading a legend like that in one of the books piled on my desk at Kujo Mansion. It usually targets woodcutters or hunters, but they're always saved at the last minute. Every region has a story like that. Saved how? There's a tree stump. Oh, like the horse head I have. The wooden horse head that I have. There's a tree stump. The spider takes it instead. Then the protagonist escapes. I don't get it at all. There's no point in complaining about folklore. In any case, this will make for a good reference. Take it with you. Yes, Mashita. Well, I guess I'll look at the body. Oh, there's a skeleton left hanging in the restraints. When I touch it, something flakes off. Looks like traces of dried skin. The corpse is almost a complete skeleton. It's been here a while. Small stature, but based on the thickness of the bones, it's likely an adult male. Considering how dried out it is, I'd say it's been here for at least a year. The problem is the cause of death. Ghost. Mashita meticulously searches the corpse, then finally shakes his head. I just can't tell. Was he strangled by spider webs? Quit joking around. A joke, huh? It'd be great if that's all it was. Still, the skeleton. He must have been in pain when he died. His face is all twisted. If it was an adult male, then he was likely a guest here. No matter how hard I try to sympathize, I just can't get wrecked. Hey, look at this. Mashita suddenly tosses something at me. I found it earlier. It belonged to this guy. It still has some fuel left. Keep it in your bag or something. Thanks. Got cheap lighter. I don't know why, but I'm gonna save. Wrong button. Open the door to the bathroom. See, those jars look like they have fingers in them! I open the lid of the trash can to look inside. There's a large clump of hair inside, as well as some paper waste. Resisting the urge to scream, I securely close the lid and chuck the trash can back where it was. I don't know. I'm like, screaming, I don't know, it seems a little much, man. I had to, like, clean some hair out of the bathroom drain not too long ago, and I didn't scream. Like, it's not that big of a deal, my dude. There's a storage cabinet beneath the sink. Deal. I open the door and rummage around inside. Got bent hanger. Oh, we could stick that in the sink. The ghost is just taking a dump, I guess. I think. Yes. Bent hanger. You know what? An idea hits me and I take out the bent hanger. I should be able to bend this into any shape I want. I bend it into one straight wire so it can fit down the drain. I stick it in the pipe and move it up and down. I hear the sound of dirty water being dislodged and hit something hard. It sounds just like the toilet from upstairs. Got key to room 102. Fancy. On the key is a tag that says Deluxe Suite. That'll come in handy. Good thing it wasn't washed down the drain. Yeah. There are sticky white threads wrapped around this key, too. It seems like they stopped it from falling all the way down the pipe. Lucky. Oh yeah, the key. I was like, what did I get? Use the key to room 102 to open the door. It's another one of these grody rooms. There's a broken wooden horse. I go to lift up the wooden horse. When I do, I notice something catch the light. Pick it up and discover it's a metal tool. Oh, I thought I got another talisman. It's a mouse speculum. It's usually used for medical purposes, but some maniacs use them for other things. Huh. Just as I'm replying to Mashta, a white light flashes before my eyes and I black out. Oh. I hear someone sobbing, and I'd be sobbing and screaming, and my eyes should be open, but everything's pitch black. I shake my head desperately and try to look around. Is this too lewd? Should I cover it? I don't know. I think it's fine. A horrible image flows into my mind. But what is this? The young girl is blindfolded and restrained. Her mouth is being forced open with that tool. Her breathing is ragged. She must have been given a drug of some kind. Let us commence the judgment. The man speaks theatrically behind me. The court has decided to give the accused a fair trial and will judge her crimes. The trial will now begin. Now that I remember, I think in the PlayStation version, this is all like, I think they actually censored it. I don't remember. Maybe they didn't. I don't know. But I feel like I remember it just being like the spider was just like a silhouette or something like that. I shall put this spider in the accused mouth, and if it crawls out, she's guilty. If she can swallow it, she's innocent. Upon hearing that, the girl starts jerking around frantically. Her movements haphazard. Help me, sir. Help me. She desperately cries for help. Her words are garbled from fear or the drug. I hear men jeering. Then a man releases a giant spider. Into the girl's mouth. Eek. Ugh, gross, nasty. Ew. No thank you. Hey, get a hold of yourself. Yoshiki, can you see me? The spider. Get it, get it. Idiot, calm down. Ugh. Nasty, icky, grody. No thank you. With a slug to the jaw, I finally return to my senses. That's right, I'm in a room at Masquerade. Then the vision I just saw. What did I just see? I went somewhere. You would think by now he'd realize he had a vision, because, I mean, that happened before, too. Like, you haven't gone anywhere. You just fell on the floor and started writhing. I feel like I've woken from a long dream. I can't believe that was a hallucination. You finally calm down? Yeah. I'm fine now. I wipe sweat off my forehead and swallow. That girl who was restrained, was that Esco? Probably. If it is, then, or if so, then, whoa. Was she unable to go to the police because she was caught by people here? Yeah, probably. Yeah. There's a decorative coffin. Open the lid of the coffin. Find a book among the junk inside. God, Demon Encyclopedia. Ah, my controller disconnected again. The book has pictures of various demons and demonic crests and lists their characteristics. I guess the guests here were interested in stuff like that. Open the door to the bathroom. There's a shelf stuck to the wall. I check through all the bottles on the shelf. Got bath salts, insect repelling cream. Okay. The tub is covered in dents and scratches, too many for it to be natural wear. Going by the appearance of the room, horrible things probably happen in here too. Ugh. I think that's it for here. Oh. I hear footsteps as I step into the hallway. I turn in the direction of the noise to see... Child. Oh my god. Sho Nagashima is standing there. Mashita said he ran into him at the hospital, but I can't believe he came. Sho, what's the matter? Take a step towards him, but Mashita stops me. Wait, something's not right. Look closely at Sho's face. No, it couldn't be. His face is unnaturally stiff. Suddenly he begins yelling angrily. I was looking for you this whole time. Well, he's a gunner. I'm gonna kill you. Bruh. He raises a metal bat he was hiding and moves in to attack. Get back, Yoshiki. Mashita yells, urging me to escape. We're in a hallway with close walls. What should I do? Oh heck. Oh heckity heck heck. Oh, maybe it's to my... Oh, to my right. Right? Quickly dodge to the right. Hey, you're not getting away. Shows bat. Alters course in a flash and I take a direct hit. Ow. Okay. I was trying to figure out how could I, like, in the close quarters, you know, where the bat would hit the wall and not me or something. He straightens, only to swing his bat again. Shit. I have my hands full with just trying to get away. There's no way I'll be able to restrain him. But if Sho's like Hiro and is infected with the same mysterious poison, we have to restrain him or his life's in danger. I can't do this alone. What do I do? Die. Sho's deranged eyes burn a hole in me. Dude, Mashita would be better at tackling than me. My chances are thin no matter what I do, then my only choice is to draw his attention. Sho hesitates for a moment, confused, but a second later... You dumb idiot, you don't know when to give up. The metal bat flashes above his head, then... You're the idiot. Mashita and his one-liners. Mashita suddenly appears next to him and throws a direct punch at his face. Nice. I'm like barely like escaping these. Sho tumbles to the ground. As he falls, his bat flies through the air and... Unluckily for me, it collides into the side of my head and I collapse with a pitiful yelp. Ow. Dumbass. Cursing, Mashita quickly grabs Sho's arm and completely strains him. As Mashita puts his weight on him, Sho groans painfully. Finally, he faints. Hey, Yoshiki, you okay? Yeah, it just grazed me. I sit up and gently shake my head back and forth. Thankfully, everything seems fine. Then give me a hand. We need to carry him out of here. He's probably like the others now. We'd better hurry. We didn't even get to, like, use him as a meat shield. He just showed up and was already messed up. To think Sho would end up as the third victim. I managed to make myself stand, but my spirits have dropped down to my feet. It's still sprinkling outside. We drag Sho out of the hotel. Finally, we have a chance to catch our breaths. We'll call off the investigation for today. Yeah. Banshee and Hito flash before my eyes, but Sho's safety should come first. Let's go ahead and bring him to the hospital. I'll go get the car. Oh, I'm gonna take a sip. I have, like, not done that this entire time. Good idea. Yours is better for moving sick people around. I take out the car key and stand up. But just as I do... A piercing pain runs through the side of my head and I fall back to my knees. Oh, Yoshiki? It's just a headache. I thought it had gone away, so why? You got hit right where it hurts, huh? Then just rest there. But Sho... You're injured too, so take it easy. I'll take Nagashima in my car. You wait here until I get back, got it? I'll come straight back after I drop him off. Sorry, Sho's in your hands now. You should never split up. Mashita collects Sho and disappears. Well, I guess she wants me alone anyway, so I guess this is what she wants, I guess. The softer pitter-patter of rain permeates the area. The sound of the rain seems to make this place even quieter somehow. I like the sound of the rain. Then I notice something. The noises aren't the only thing that's vanished. The pain is gone. The intense headache has faded like it never was. This happened to me twice before. Hold on. Now I'm suspicious. I think back on the times when I had a headache. The first is when I went inside Masquerade with Daimon and Banshee. Back then, I'm pretty sure. I wanted to keep everyone together, but then I had a headache and Banshee up and disappeared. My next headache came the following morning. I was trying to go see Hiro and Banshee, but in the end I was unable to. Then, just now, I was going to the hospital with Sho and Mashita. I guess at the entrance to Masquerade. You're the only one I want to see, sir. That's what Red Riding Hood said. I get it, I stare at the hotel as if I can see through doors. I feel like I can see a red figure inside. One rainy night, a girl stood there, wearing a red raincoat. You're still waiting, even now, for the one you respect so much. That headache always attacked when I was trying to stick with other people. If I stop trying and stay by myself like I am now, then it'll vanish like it was never there. I get it. Hiro, Banshee, and now Sho. I've got my friends all caught up in this. That's right. It's all my fault. Again. I'll come alone. So, I mean, we didn't start this, okay? So it's not entirely my fault, alright? Like, do what you will. Can I save, please? I go back inside Masquerade.
Sensei.
Sir. Voice calls from the darkness as if it was waiting for me. Hopefully I have all the items I need for the good ending. What are you telling me to do?
Akai ito. Miru.
You see the red thread of fate, right? The top floor in the room of masks. The top floor? The 6th floor was listed on the guide, but it was impossible to reach. I'll be waiting. She can use her, like, spirit ghost girl magic to make us go to the 6th floor. It's fine. When Red Riding Hood's figure melts silently into the elevator. Oh, Red Riding Hood's figure melts silently to the... Because silently is next to it, my brain just reads smells and not melts. As she does, the elevator's floor display begins blinking on and off erratically. The combination. You know it, don't you, sir? Oh, it's the paintings. I've been going on and on about the stupid painting puzzle this entire time, thinking it had to do with the stairs. It's the elevator. Her voice reverberates throughout the elevator. So she's telling me to go to her. But this combination, what in the world could that be? Come on, Yoshiki. Use thine brain. So I need to go look at the paintings. Okay, so I'm thinking down the trail, she meets the man, they get married, she has the kid, and then he dies and she has a cane. So, okay, let me try the combination. Okay, so the trail is the 4th floor, and then my brain is dying. I literally just did it. So it's the trail, and then she meets the man. That's the 2nd floor. And then they get married, which was the 1st floor, and then she has the child, and then she's old on the 3rd floor. Push the button of... I did it. I didn't save. The elevator door opens and... musty stench greets me. But that's not all. The smell is blood.
Sensei.
Sir? Red Riding Hood's voice drifts on the wind. I've been waiting for you. No, I doubt my words will reach her, but I feel like I have to at least say it. I'm not the one you respect. I'm not the one you're waiting for. Liar! You always lie. I'm not lying. I'm really not. Oh. My scream splits the night. It's the same one I heard during the spider torture. Ugh. Stop this. This won't accomplish anything. That's why this time, you know what? I'm just, I'm gonna get my, thingy, ready, cause I didn't save and I don't wanna fucking go all the way back. That's why this time, I'm going to test you.
教えて
Tell me the truth. Hello. Her arms are numb. She's got like 2 sets of elbows. Countless spiders fly out of the darkness and start crawling all over my body. Swarm of spiders keeps coming. Massaja? Worked last time. Shit. I take the massager out of my bag, hold it against my body, and switch. This worked before. Spiders start acting strangely. They all scramble away. Nice. Nice. Red Riding Hood lets out a gusty sigh. Glittering white threads fly through the air from her mouth. She's trying to use her spider silk? A scalarbus. Use the wooden horse head. That worked in folklore. I hold the horse head over mine as protection. Strangely enough, the threads seem drawn to it and only wrap around the horse head. See, there's some truth to those old folklores, you know. Oh, ew. She's getting closer, isn't she? Ew. Sir, who's in the wrong? I only did what was right. Isn't that, I mean, kinda... Is that the right one? I don't know. Red Riding Hood is staring at me. I wonder if I have to answer these in a specific way to get the good ending. Wait. Okay. Okay, yeah, you have to answer these in a very specific order. And even though I didn't realize it, I answered it right. But I'm gonna use this for the rest of them. Okay. Sir, come with me. The only thing that matters is your life. How do you know a person's worth? Everyone has a family, witness, and cheap. How do you know a person's worth? You don't know me? Shut up, shut up, shut up! Red Riding Hood screams again. Then her maddening eyes glare at me. Ooh, she's getting even closer. Oh, her arms are furry. Sir, how do I look to you? Shit, I think it's that one. What do you like about me? I don't know if you've got a cool design, I don't know. Your beauty? No, that's the wrong one! Shit. It's the first one. I'm gonna have to do this again. Shit. So it was supposed to be the first one. Kill the traitor together. Red Riding Hood's figure wavers, then... Ugh, whoopsies. I'm gonna have to go back and fucking do this again. Smashes through the window and off into the night. Shit. Shit. Did she just jump? The bustling city can be heard out the window. I wipe my sweaty brow with my shirt sleeve. Something touches my cheek. Something's floating in the darkness. A thread. As I follow with my eyes, I realize that it's wrapped around my wrist. Whoa. Something yanks me towards the window. Good. I brace my legs and try to resist, but all in vain. I'm thrown out into the night sky. I scream as I plummet. No, I should be rushing toward the ground. Just as I give up all hope. Hello! A strong jolt makes me look up. A man struggles to hold onto my arm, his teeth gritting with effort. You stupid idiot. Mashta? He looks pretty here and not, like, deranged. Shut up and give me your other arm. Hurry up, grab onto me. Right. He desperately tries to pull me up, and after what feels like an eternity of struggling, I make it over the ledge and tumble safely back inside the hotel. Huff, huff, huff. The only sound that can be heard is our gasps for breath as we sit in the darkness. Why did you ignore my orders? Mashta spits words out between wheezes. Sorry. This isn't the time to be making excuses. I might be better off shutting up. Idiot. Try putting yourself in my shoes. Is she gone? I think so. The window. I'm still trembling as I point to the broken window. She threw herself out of it. She might have been trying to take me with her. No, not you. That Sir person. Yeah, I suppose you're right. Can you walk? Then let's go. Mashta slowly stands and looks at me. Nicely done. That wasn't bad work for an amateur like you. Thanks. It stopped raining. The cool wind on my cheek hints at autumn. I'm going to drop by and see Daimon. I'd like to see how the others are doing. Yeah. What? Hand me the car key. No, I can't drive. Have you completely gone mad? Look at your hands. I glanced down at them, only to suddenly realize they're still shaking. You just faced down a spirit. You can't drive in that condition. The choice made for me, I take the key out of my pocket and toss it to Mashta. The corner parking lot. Right. You rest here. I don't really know what's the difference between the good and the bad end, honestly. So maybe I don't have to go back. I'm not sure. Because I think, if I remember correctly, I think it's just something like really small. That or like everybody and all of our friends at the hospital die. I don't know. His figure melts into the darkness. As I watch him go, I notice something down on the wet asphalt. It's a dead spider. It lay there, legs all curled up almost as if it was desperately trying to hold on to something. Are you satisfied now? Then let's go home. I gently pick the spider up. I wrap it in my handkerchief and put it in my pocket. The car ride back is a blur. I sat and let Mashta's voice wash over me like background radio noise. I remember wondering if Red Riding Hood might have stolen a part of my soul. Before the investigation today, Moe tipped us off on that testimony, remember? That helped me connect the dots. I realized a teacher was wrapped up in the case. A teacher from a school near the hotel was arrested for breaking the law. What does that have to do with anything? There was an odd part in Aiko's testimony. They were scared they'd be reported, but nothing ever happened. In other words, Esko never went to the police after tattling to the teacher. Maybe were, or maybe more. She couldn't go. I frown as I try to put these pieces together. I think I'm too spaced out as it's not making sense. You never make it as a detective. Can't you just drop that? I don't plan on becoming one anyway. There's only one possible answer. This Sir person Esko trusted so deeply was one of Masquerade's customers. Whoa. I feel like I've been hit upside the side of the head. And not with a pillow, more like a lead pipe. The one she sought salvation from ended up being a criminal. The definition of irony. Mashta glances out the window and chuckles dryly. The bitter sound fits both our moods. It was the teacher Enmura, the one mentioned in Aiko's testimony. I saw a photo of him. He was thin, tall, the type popular with students. Well, I suppose... He glances back at me through the mirror. You might say he wasn't too unlike you. Ashta suddenly tosses a file at me. Those are the research results. Look them over if you want to know more. Results. I flipped through the thick bundle of paper. They're a set of very well-organized documents. It would have taken a lot of time to gather this amount of information. Then it hits me. Wait a second. Ashta just said that he connected the dots with the help of Moe's testimony, which means he knew all of this before we started our investigation tonight. You knew everything? I just said I put it all together when I heard the testimony, but I decided not to tell you just in case. Why? If I had known, I could have... What would you have done? His tone turns mocking as he laughs. You would have just sympathized too much and let down your guard. You should be grateful I didn't. Ashta leaves me with the research file and heads to Daimon's hospital. Now that I'm alone, I can't keep my 3 hospitalized friends out of my mind. But there's nothing I can do for them right now. I've done everything I can. I bolster myself with that information. I spread Mashta's documents out on the table. I'm exhausted, but I feel like I need to go through them today. Who in the world was Red Riding Hood? If Mashta was right, the truth should be right in front of me. New info was added to the spirit file. Mashta's report. Oh, rest for today. I thought I had to, like, look at something. Little Red Riding Hood. End. And so the case surrounding Masquerade quietly comes to a close, leaving an invisible scar on that dark street. The lives lost there will never return, and neither will their trampled dignity. I lost something as well. Hiro, Banshee, and Shosuke. Okay, you know what? We're just I'm gonna do the be right back screen, and I'm gonna restart my save so I can get the good ending. I think the last one's for intellect. I chose beauty, but that was because I was going way too fast and my brain died. Or honesty, yeah. Honesty. Yeah, it should be that one. If everybody dies again, oh well. Then, we'll just not do this again. Yeah, so this was the indicator. Thank you, sir. Let's. Instead of traitors should die. It's nice. Red Riding Hood's figure waivers. Smashes through the window and off into the night. New info was added to the spirit file. Okay, we are back where we were. It should not. I should have gone back and redone the encounter sooner. I don't know why I didn't, but I didn't. So okay, now I can save over my file. And rest for today. Okay, now for real this time. Little Red Riding Hood end. And so the case surrounding Masquerade quietly comes to a close, leaving an invisible scar on that dark street. The lives lost there will never return, and neither will their trampled dignity. The only thing that saves that disaster is that my friends survived! Yay! Hiro, Banshee, and Sho all regained consciousness after that. They got out of it with no lasting symptoms and are recovered enough to go back to their lives. Daimon concluded that the affliction inhibited the soul, very much like the mark. In that case, maybe Red Riding Hood was finally released from that horrible nightmare. Just like the spirits that gave people the mark. If anything good came about because of this case, then that would be it. A week later. FBI, open up. I'm coming in. Ashta suddenly shows up on my doorstep. Hello. Before I even open my mouth, he pulls out an envelope and tosses it on the table. I'm here to deliver this. It's your reward. Take it and get out of here. I take it. Wait, what did that? Take it and get out of here. What? I don't know what that's supposed to mean. I didn't do it because I wanted to. Oh, okay. I didn't want a reward. I was like, that sounds really harsh, coming from me and not Mashta. How should I know? The client asked me to do this, that's all. I did my job and handed it over. The rest is in your hands. Damn, what a pain. Mashta turns and curses under his breath, but I can still hear everything he says. That's all you came for? No, there's one other thing. I learned something from this past case. And what's that? Something about you. You're suited for this work after all. Thanks! That again? Sorry, but I'm done. No more. Just hear me out. There have been more mysterious cases like Masquerades popping up lately. I thought it might be Mark related, but it seems like I was wrong. He stops for a moment, then mutters. Hyaki Yagyo, a monster's parade. Have you heard anything about it? Hyaki Yagyo. Hyaki Yagyo. Yeah, sure, and ghost stories, but he's clearly asking about something that's happening in the real world. No, I haven't. That's so, I figured you, of all people. Forget it. First he asks me, then he tells me to forget it. He only cares about his own bottom line. She... Mashta glances briefly at the sofa in the corner of the room. Might have known something. So you want my help? The old lady, Yasuoka, seems to think you could do some good. I do too. That's all I wanted to say. I mean, I am pretty, like, badass, so... No, wait, I have one last bit of advice. Quit doing stuff like that. Like what? You picked up that dead spider, didn't you? You saw. Just out of the corner of my eye. That's why darkness follows you. Your ancestors probably had pity on her too. ... The living and the dead can't coexist. You try to accept their feelings, you'll just end up getting pulled in. I'll keep that in mind. I mean, he has a point! Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Mashta just snorts derisively, like usual. Give it some thought, even if you don't want it. The time may come one day. He leaves, closing the door behind him. That marks the end. Marks the end of the case, and the end of one chapter in my story. But someday in the future, I can't help but think that door will be thrown open again. Death mark.